Welcome to all. In this video we will see genomic DNA extraction. Genomic DNA is the chromosomal DNA present in prokaryote and eukaryote. In eukaryote, the genomic DNA present inside the nucleus, whereas in case of prokaryote, it is present in protoplasm. Genomic DNA extraction is a routine procedure in biotechnology and molecular biology labs for genetic analysis, molecular analysis, and forensic purposes. The requirement of genomic DNA quantity and quality may vary with the experiment, and the quantity from nanogram to micrograms are required according to the experiments. Now we will see the basic principles of DNA extraction methodology. In plants, the genomic DNA is present inside the nucleus and plant cells are surrounded by cell wall. So we have to break the cell wall and remove the phospholipid membranes by the addition of detergents such as sodium dodecyl sulfate or CTAP buffer. This will make the DNA to comes out. From there we have to eliminate one by one and get our pure DNA. During this procedure, when the DNA comes out into aqueous phase, the organic debris present along with the DNA will be eliminated by centrifugation at high speed. The high density debris will be precipitated and we carefully transfer the supernatant into another vial and save for further procedure. The debris are discarded along with vial. Now the proteins and polysaccharides are denatured by the addition of phenol chloroform mix. During this time the proteins are denatured and when subjected to centrifugation the denatured proteins are precipitated. Again the supernatants are transferred to another vial. Now the sample is free from proteins. Now the DNA molecules present in the aqueous phase is precipitated by adding salt or alcohol substances. During this time the DNA molecules aggregated and when subjected to centrifugation they are precipitated. Now the supernatant are discarded and the DNA precipitated is saved for further purification. The contamination or presence of RNA in the purified molecules is removed by treatment with RNase solution, and the DNAs which are degrading the DNA molecules will be inactivated by heating the sample at 65 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. The key steps involved in genomic DNA are lysis. During lysis process, the plant sample is ground well with pestle and mortar in liquid nitrogen sample. During this time, the cell walls are break down and detergent solution is added. For example, CTAP, cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide is the most commonly used detergent for genomic DNA extraction in plants. When we add the detergents, it will disrupt the plasma membrane and the DNA molecules comes out. Next step is precipitation 1. During this time, phenol chloroform is added. This will precipitate and eliminate the protein molecules. And during precipitation 2, addition of excess salt such as sodium acetate and alcohol, this may interrupt hydrogen bonding between the water molecules and phosphates of DNA that tend to precipitate the DNA molecules. Further precipitation of DNA to eliminate the salt will be achieved by addition of ethanol. This will again precipitate the DNA molecules and excess salt is get along with the supernatant and we can remove it. This way we purify the DNA and it is subjected to wash with alcohol one more time to eliminate the salt, and we have to resuspend with distilled water or tris EDTA buffer. The tris EDTA buffer contains tris and EDTA, the divalent cations, which minimize the DNA's activities, and the tris will maintain the optimum pH. The purified DNA samples can be stored at refrigerator for up to months, and if you want to use it for several years, store in -20 or -80 degrees Celsius. Now we will see the protocol for DNA extraction using CTAP method. Take autoclaved purified pestle and mortar and collect approximately 500 mg of tissue and place it in the pestle and mortar and add the liquid nitrogen and ground well to make them powdered. With this, approximately 500 microliter of CTAP solution is added. Then the plant sample CTAP solution is incubated at 65 degrees Celsius water bath for 15 minutes. During this time, the CTAP will disrupt the plasma membrane and DNA will come out. Then we will spin down at 10,000 rpm for 10 minutes to precipitate the organic debris, and we save the supernatant in another vial for further purification of our DNA. Now with the supernatant, approximately 250 microliter of chloroform isoamyl alcohol 24:1 ratio is added. This will precipitate the protein during centrifugation at 10,000 rpm for 10 minutes. The upper aqueous layer contains aqueous phase with DNA molecules, and this is carefully separated and stored in another vial. Next step is to precipitate the DNA molecules. Excess salt such as up to 3 molar sodium acetate and ice cold absolute ethanol is added. This will aggregate the DNA molecules, and upon centrifugation they can tend to precipitate. Now the supernatant is discarded and the precipitate is our DNA molecules. To remove the excess salt, further it is added with 500 microliter of 70% ice cold ethanol. The excess salt present in the vial will be dissolved in the ethanol, and during centrifugation the DNA is precipitated. Now after centrifugation the salt containing supernatant is discarded, and the tube along with precipitate is kept inverted condition and allowed to air dry for 5 to 10 minutes, and it is resuspended with deionized distilled water or tris EDTA buffer, and it can be used for further analysis. Another step in DNA isolation is removal of RNA and inactivation of DNase. When we plan to store the DNA molecules for a long time, it is advisable to remove the RNA molecules and inactivate the DNase. Otherwise, over the period, DNA molecules will be degraded. The precipitated DNA molecule is resuspended with sterile DNase-free water up to 20 microliter, and RNA-CA up to a concentration of 10 microliter per ml is added with this tube, and it is kept at 65 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. During this time, RNA is removed by RNA-CA, and 65 degrees Celsius water bath inactivate the DNase present in the sample. Now we can store the sample in refrigerator until further use. To detect the quantity and quality of the DNA, either we perform agarose gel electrophoresis or directly we assess by EV spectrophotometer such as nanodrop. Thank you.